I'm kind of doing a flip version of our main branch in the UK, which does artisan teas, oriental teas, and I just kind of focus more on the matcha side. So I've got 2 branches now here at the Commons Tonglo and at Saladeng. Our first business was Chinese medicine, right? So we actually have a big acupuncture Chinese medical store in Camden Town in London. My brother then started Mei Leaf, which is like artisan teas. So we would go to Taiwan, China, Japan, taste lots of different teas and import them to the UK. When I moved here, I kind of wanted to do a similar kind of business. It was the tea part, which I would kind of got involved with, importing from Taiwan and China to Thailand. And I don't think at that time people were ready for the whole tea culture thing. It was just kind of taking up. And especially like doing like loose leaf tea, like Gong Fu style, was a little specialist. But what happened was people were gravitating towards the Japanese tea, matcha. CM Paragon asked us to do an event called Matcha Mania, 10-day event. And in the first couple of days, we sold, I think, like 200 cups a day. Then after that, the queues just got crazy. We were doing 600 or 700 cups a day. We try and bring like at least a grade A. It starts from like, obviously goes all the way down to grade F, right? Where grade F being brown, the worst kind of matcha you can find. It starts only getting decent, I would say, at about grade D or C. And we only go for like B plus or A. You get triple A as well, but that's next level expensive, which like, we might bring that in later. Yeah. So quality, and just kind of keeping it more refined, like the drink's refined, not trying to add too much crazy stuff to it. From leaf to here, when it gets here, it's a very long process. High quality matcha, basically the reason why it's so expensive is they have to shade grow it. They have to kind of just give enough sunlight to the plant where it's almost starving it of sunlight, and that's when it creates more chlorophyll. It becomes very green. So that's usually a process of 25 to 45 days, shade grown. Then they pluck, they hand pluck the virgin, the baby leaf, the tender baby leaves. Then after that, they have to devein, they strip the little vein in the middle, so you just have the flesh. That then is steamed to preserve the freshness, the greenness, and then it goes into a stone mill where it becomes the powder. That stone mill, I think you get 15 grams every hour. So it's a very slow process. And then after that, you have, the tea master has to like taste it, make sure it's of like the right standard. It gets graded, so you have grade A's, you have ceremonial grades, and then they may blend different types, because not all matcha is the same. It's like wine, right? So you have different soils create a different flavor, and they might blend the different types of strains together. When it comes here, it's shipped over here, and then depending on if it's used classically or if it's a latte, then we will blend it with milk. Then it's that's where the process in the drink gets involved. But it's a long process, and people don't realize how expensive it is. We have certain distributors that would send us from different farms, and I would have to taste. You taste so much tea in one day, you actually get high from it. Yeah, you can't drive your car. I remember doing a tea tasting. It's like an hour and a half tea tasting. We drank like 3 or 4 liters of like different types of tea and matcha, and then that was it. I couldn't drive my car home. We blend different types of matchas, and you just get the right kind of notes. If you do some matcha tasting courses, you can distinguish between the different grades and different regions and whatnot. Yeah. Our signature blend took us about 6 months to kind of perfect. I wanted to create something where we can craft it. Obviously, crafting we hand whisk everything, but also where customers can tune up their drinks. If they want it less sweet, or if they want it stronger, if they want to add, like, we have like different grades if you want to make it extra strong. So I try and, like, our menu is kind of based a little bit on coffee in a weird way. Like, I'm trying to obviously have matcha latte to like a coffee latte, but then we do something called iced usucha, which is like our version of Americano. So it's just pure matcha water. We can do, like, if you want like double espresso, we like a espresso shot, we have a matcha power shot. If you want extra strong, we have a ceremonial grade matcha we put on top, which gets you even more like focused. That's the whole crafting thing. We just wanted to make it more kind of individualized for the consumer. What should people look for? It's a question I get asked all the time. How do I go know it's good matcha? If you can't open the pot, if you can't actually like smell it or taste it, if you can just looking at it, if it's a vibrant green, not kind of yellowy or brown, then that's a good starting point. The top end kind of matcha, I'm talking grade A, grade AA plus, usually like the green has sounds kind of weird, it's a slight bluey tinge to it. If you can then like actually smell it, you want a very kind of, do you know umami flavor, right? It's a very kind of, it sounds kind of gross. It's almost like a meat flavor, savory flavor, and a little bit kind of like acorny, nutty pine kind of fragrance. When you taste it, you should get, again, it sounds kind of gross, but when people actually taste it, they get what I'm saying. It's almost like chicken stock. It's a very heavy, umami, savory note, and that means if it's got that umami flavor, then that's what you're looking for. If it's kind of bitter and kind of astringent, then it's usually a lower grade. Some people like the more kind of bitter matcha, so that's fine, but on the whole, you're looking for smooth, savory chicken soup kind of notes. Yeah. You're getting more and more Westerners now involved, like coming to my shop, because they know now about matcha and like the benefits of it. Health benefits of matcha are incredible.